this pressure and possibly giving away your authority. Whether you're in this situation now or have been in the past, or you know someone experiencing this, or you've seen someone experience this, you know what I'm talking about. So let me share a simple mindset shift to help you change this. Entrepreneur Magazine wrote about a study published by the Journal of Neuroscience. It showed some people are predisposed to control aversion, as they called it. Anyone who is control adverse doesn't like it when others tell them what to do or what their decision should be. They are strongly inclined to rebel. And you guessed it, they are more likely to become an entrepreneur, to avoid working for someone who would tell them what to do. Today, I invite you to think more like an entrepreneur. I'm not asking you to rebel. That comes with a slew of other problems discussed in other podcasts by me. Today, instead, I'm asking you to choose yourself. Make yourself the authority. When we think like an entrepreneur, we are less likely to give in to external authority. We are more likely to remain in our power. We are more likely to stand 100% for our desires. We are more likely to be pure. Pure like when we were newborn. Returning to our essence, our truths, our desires, being ourself again. Allowing our divine essence, or whatever you choose to endearingly call it, to be our authority above all else. This is exquisite alignment. Very simply, we must shift our attention from outside sources to the attention on our soul level truths and our heartfelt desires. We must shift approval from others to the approval of ourself, our life experiences, both the comfortable and the sometimes hellish ones. We must shift the acknowledgement from outside to acknowledging our unique talents and gifts. That's when we can be ourselves in a world that is constantly trying to make us something else. There are multiple authorities out there that want to direct or influence us. They usually start within our home. And then they move out towards our extended family, our relationships, and then our careers, and even in our health. Did I catch you off guard by including our health? You may be wondering how this could happen in our health. I can tell you from great experiences, this definitely happens in our health as well. It happened during my husband's brushes with death, and more recently with my own health struggles after being struck in the head by a fastball. Now isn't the time to tell those stories, but the moral of the story is the men and women in white, aka the doctors, were missing things that I knew intuitively to be so. And it meant I needed to stand 100% for what I believed in order to get the life-saving care for my husband, who desperately needed it, and the proper care for myself. Bottom line, think and act like an entrepreneur when it comes to every facet of your life. Don't cave in. Don't give away your authority when it comes to your health, when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your emotional health, when it comes to your character, your ability to express yourself, your love relationship, your social life, your finances, give me a minute, your career, your calling, and if you are or become a parent, then too. And finally, your life's vision. I hope I covered everything. Essentially, every facet of your life. As promised, I want to let you know what you will be passing up if you choose not to act and think like an entrepreneur in every facet of your life starting today. You will be passing up your amazing unlived life, the one leaving you wondering, what's next? The one that calls you in the wee hours of the night, the one calling you all your life and at this moment in time. The way I see it, it parallels your life. It's so close, yet you can feel it. It's so far away at times. It's the life you were born to live. This is how and when you experience mental emancipation. This is where you find your freedom. This is where you achieve your greatest accomplishment, to be who you were born or created to be. This is a decision, right? This is a decision we must make every day, all day long. This is a choice. This is a choice we must choose every day, all day long. We must choose ourselves as the ultimate authority in our life above all else, like an entrepreneur, to be exquisitely aligned. Be the entrepreneur in every facet of your life, the purest form of you, you being you. I think it's only fitting to end with Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is, and I'm going to say instead of the, is your greatest accomplishment. And if you don't mind, I'm going to add, this is how you become the greatest force for good in the world today. Let me say it one more time with my little Gina-isms. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is your greatest accomplishment. This is how you become the greatest force for good in the world today. Until next time, be yourself, exquisite.